Okay guys, I'm about a mile away from my house. I believe I have spotted a tower fan on the side of the road. Take a look at this thing. Ooh, this thing's in rough shape. So, wow. Yeah, this thing could definitely use a cleaning. Yeah, this is it. Let's take it home and see if it works. All right, I got the fan all set up down here in the basement. We're gonna give this thing a good cleaning before we bring it up into the living space and test it. We'll start with a quick exterior wipe down and just get all the gunk off, and then we'll tear it down and get to the inside and do a deep cleaning. So we'll start with just a quick wipe down with some cloths here. I really do want to get the stuff off the top. I'm actually going to layer 2 wipes because this thing looks absolutely disgusting. And we don't have trash down here, so just going to use this thing for now. Oh yeah, that's gross. This thing really stinks too. I think this might have came out of a farmhouse. Because it smells like it's been like pooped on and stuff like that, so. Yeah, it's got like all these fuzzy things in it. I'm sure mice have been making nests in this thing at one point or another. You can tell this thing's really been yellowed over time as well. Yeah, look at this gross stuff at the bottom. Go ahead and unravel the cord. Yeah, this thing is filled. Let's take a look at the base. I'm kind of dreading to see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I will be testing this at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned to see if this thing works or not. It'll be interesting to see since this thing looks so incredibly beat up. And I will fully disclose I'm no expert at fully restoring stuff like this, so it's not going to look perfect. It won't be the prettiest thing in the world, but hopefully it'll be better than when I first got it. And I could tell on the inside, like where the actual blower is, it's got like a bunch of like fuzzies in it, and it's got like some look to be some sort of garden twine. So somebody was definitely trying to make a contraption out of this. God, yeah, look at that stuff. Looks a little better. I mean, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get off. I'm just going to do a little more on the back here. Perhaps around the oscillation base. Yeah. Buttons do click easily, so that's nice. Aloha Breeze is the brand. I don't know if I said that already. Okay, yeah, that's really gross. I also have this little blow duster here. I'm going to try to get some of the dust out with this before I start taking it apart. So I'll go ahead and fire this thing up. definitely see some stuff flying off. All right. Don't think the exterior is going to get any more clean than that. I mean, it's still not ideal, but like I said, I'm no restoration expert. I'm going to grab my screwdriver over here. Let's see, what head should I use? I'm guessing these are Phillips screws. I'm going to be using this this DeWalt electric screwdriver that I won from a giveaway from my local hardware store. Special thanks to Obashan Ace Hardware for giving this to me. Be sure to check them out at hardwarestore.com if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get right through this. Let's see where the screws are in this thing. Looks like there's a couple right here. You know, I'll turn around so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see this. I'm not really looking at the camera. Oh wow, even the screws got gunk on it. Jeez. Throw that in my pocket for now. Alright, and there's a couple more on the bottom here. I don't know if it's hitting the screw or not. Don't want to strip it. The only thing I don't like about this thing is that the head is not very long. Alright, I think it's turning now. Let's see if this will come apart. Wow, it's like welded on. It wants to come apart. Missing something? I guess I can try to take it apart from the bottom. Might be easier. Yeah, see, I think that screw is still holding it in. Yeah, I'm gonna go get I have a long screwdriver upstairs. I'm gonna go grab that real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, grabbed a couple different sizes just in case. Let's go ahead and try it again. Hopefully this will give me the proper torque. There we go. I can feel it coming out now. Wow, that was a long screw. Alright, that should be pretty much out by now. Oh wow, this thing's still not budging. What am I missing? If only I had a flashlight down here with me, I'd be able to look inside and see what's actually holding it in, but the only thing I can really see is that screw. Date code on this thing is April 2008. So it's definitely an older model. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at the inside of this thing. Check that out, guys. What is that? Oh, no wonder it smells so foul. That looks like it might be a mouse nest. I don't know. Oh my god, it's a good thing I brought a rag down here with me, because I am not touching that with my bare hands. Oh my god. And I was wondering why this thing smelled so foul. Alright. Let's see here. I'm probably going to see a dead mouse body at some point. Okay, well, it seems to be coming out pretty easily. What even is this stuff? Okay, well, the good news is the fan does seem to be spinning pretty easily, so I don't think we're going to have any bearing issues or anything. This thing should start just fine if it works. I'm wondering if I should even test this before putting it back together. Nah, it's easy to take apart. Let me see if I can blow some of this out. A lot of it is pretty wedged in there. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that is a little better. Yeah, one thing that's worrying me is that there is some wires that are going through here, and this whole thing might have just completely corroded the electrical board. I don't know for sure though. This might need a new control panel. I'm trying to think if I have something sharp down here that I can just stick in here. I mean, I guess I can use a screwdriver. Okay, we're making progress here. Just gotta try to not hit the wires too much. Definitely gonna be wiping off the blower too, because that's pretty dusty as well. I did not imagine a fan could get this bad. Makes me want to take apart some of the other fans in my collection and see if they have the same issue. The good news is it's not interfering with the buttons at all. Even though there is stuff in there, it doesn't seem to be brushing against the contacts at all. The buttons seem to be pushing. The buttons seem to be pushing just fine. I'll rip my English. Oh, the stand comes out too. I didn't even realize that. Just trying to see if I can get anything else out of here. I mean, this thing isn't going to be perfect. It still smells disgusting. I might have to spray some sort of freshener in there or something. But let me see if I can try to get it on the base here. Because I did not know it would come out like that. Here are the screws. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave these screws over here because I'm pretty sure those are different than the ones I put in my pocket. Okay, so this is the back side, so let's go this way. Oh, no, actually, I'm all disoriented. There we go. Are these not the screws that went in there? It doesn't seem like it's tightening at all. That's weird. so many screws to keep track of, especially in an oscillation mechanism. I think it might be easier if I put the back on first. Actually, this is pretty filthy too. Could be worse, I suppose. Snap that into place here. Yeah, and it's still... Okay, it still doesn't want to sit on this base. I don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera, see if I can figure this out on my own. And I'll be back when I get this all ready. Turns out I was putting the screw in the wrong way. Silly me. I lost a screw inside the fan earlier too, and it came out and I have no idea where it went, so... We're down a screw, but whatever. Should still have enough to keep it together. Difficult to tighten though. Because I don't have a, I don't have that small of a screwdriver to fit in this crevice. I can't take this base off, at least not right now. I guess that works. It's not all the way tight, but it'll do the trick for now. This thing still smells disgusting, though. I wish it wasn't so stinky. Alright. Let me put the screws back in the top here. There we go. Whoa. These little nubby screws in a tiny crevice are always so hard to work with. There we go. Alright, seems to be oscillating freely. That's a good sign. So here it is, after a little bit of cleaning. There we go. Wish I didn't lose that other screw, but whatever. It's staying together just fine. Yeah, what do you say we take this upstairs and test it out? See if it works. Alright, got the fan plugged in upstairs, all ready to go. And I did tighten the oscillation base a little bit using a small screwdriver that I had laying around. And yeah, let's go ahead and just hit the power button, see if she fires up. We get nothing. All right. Do what I always do and try a different outlet first. Let's try her again. Nothing. And this button's a little stiff too. I don't know if it's some sort of wiring issue, if it's a something more serious like a thermal fuse. But I'll definitely have to look into this further. So I guess we'll have to take it apart again, see if we find anything. All right, so I just took out the circuit board, and you notice right away just how corroded this thing is. You can see, like, there's all this gunk on the wire, first of all. And second of all, you can see all these LED contacts are just really, really out of whack. Some of them are even missing. Then you look in the back here, everything's just completely oxidized. So, unfortunately, I believe this thing is a goner. I might be able to pull some strings and get it back to life by hardwiring it through just a switch. But if I can do that, then I guess I'll get back to you guys when I get into that portion of the project. But I think for now, this thing's done for, so oh well. Well, guys, thanks to a Stack Exchange user, I'll go ahead and throw his post up on the screen here. I was able to hotwire the motor and get that working. So we'll go ahead and plug it in here and I'll show you. There we go. It's a little shaky, but it's working. Blowing air in the wrong direction, but it's working. Oh, there it goes. Just had to speed up. Yeah, so it's working. To the point where as soon as I plug it in, it turns on. Yeah, this thing's definitely got some rough bearings. Notice how quickly it slowed down, but I'm going to continue to do some work on this, and eventually I want to hook this up to a switch. I do have one, so I'm going to try to do that and put it back together, and I'll get back to you guys when it's all done. Peace. All right, I figured I'd show you guys how I did this before I start putting this thing back together. So really all I did was take these two wires here and connect them to each other. The gray wire is the start wire, so it tells the capacitor when to start the fan. And the red wire is the wire for the high speed, so it'll run at full speed whenever it receives power. So that's really it. That's really the only modification I had to make. It was super easy. But with that said, let's get to wiring that switch. All right, guys, here's the final product. I got it all put back together. I got the switch installed on the top, as you can see. It's not the prettiest redneck repair ever, but it does the job. So really what I did is there's this wire hider thing inside. I forget which side it's on, but I fed some stranded wires up through there so it would be out of the way of the blades, all the way up to the top, and then I screwed this switch into the top of the fan and then just connected the wires onto the terminals of that, and then I just made this big hole around here where these buttons used to be so I can put my hand in here and flip the switch. So yeah, ended up working out, and I did have to take the glass off the front though so I could fit the rest of the switch in, but it's whatever. Doesn't look the prettiest in the world, but I guess it'll do. And when I was putting the switch in, the screws went through the plastic a little bit, and they're wood screws, so they're pointy. So I put this little plastic shield over it so nobody will prick themselves on it. So yeah, there's that. And I also, I got some new screws for the damper and fixed that all up so it doesn't vibrate really loud anymore. And yeah, so what do you say we fire this thing up for the very first time in the living space? Here we go. So yeah, she's running great. Only one speed and no oscillation, but it's better than nothing. I don't think the oscillation would have worked anyway, because you'll notice it shouldn't be moving side to side that easily, and it's like clanking around. So I think the oscillation mechanism is just completely busted. But whatever, still blows air. And unfortunately, this down here did crack as I was taking the front grill apart, but oh well. There's the info down there. It's an Aloha Breeze, made in April 2008. So yeah, very happy I was able to save and sort of repair this thing. And this will be going into revenue service with my for the rest of my fan collection. So yeah, it blows a pretty good amount of air too. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed following along with me and this adventure with this fan. Thank you very much for watching this video, and peace out.